Hi friends, welcome to Spirit Says So Tarot. Virgo, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are fabulous. We are going to go ahead and ask Spirit to dive right in and let us know what is going on with your soulmate. Spirit, please provide divinely guided messages for the highest good only for our Virgo friends. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear about or from their soulmate? The red shoes, obsession. You can almost see it in her eyes. Just the glare. There's one thought behind those eyes going on. Okay, we'll get into the story of the red shoes a little bit later. Spirit, please continue to provide these divinely guided messages for our darling Virgo friends. What do they need to know about obsession? What is going on with their soulmate? Is their soulmate in trouble? The Sickle. This has come up very recently. Either something has or something needs to be finalized. It needs to be done. This is also, this could be a sigh, or it could be someone just taking a deep breath. Again, either closure has happened or it needs to happen. Spirit, please continue to provide these divinely guided messages, either from or about Virgo's soulmate. What does Virgo need to know about the red shoes? So the red shoes was an obsession of this little girl. And she was granted her wish to have her red shoes. And they made her dance beautifully, but they wouldn't stop. She could not stop dancing. She could not take these shoes off. We'll tell you what happens in the end a little bit later, if you don't already know. We have the Prince of Cups. So a message either has recently or will be coming in, or perhaps you'll be sending one out, Virgo. A message of love and offering. It could be about support for your soulmate or vice versa. Spirit, please continue these divinely guided messages for our darling Virgos. Some heavy stuff going on here, Virgo. Spirit, please tell me about our Virgo friends. You've got the Five of Swords. So there definitely has been a struggle. You are aware of a struggle. You've definitely been aware of a struggle with your soulmate. Or your soulmate's been aware. This could be turned, so you could be sitting on either side of this table. More swords. Okay, so we got the 7 of Swords here. Okay, so someone is definitely not dealing well with their obsession. As a matter of fact, they are trying to make others see positive aspects of whatever it is that they're doing. They're planting seeds. They're trying to plant seeds and then sly off because they don't want what their obsession is to be perceived as negative. They want to keep doing. Right now, this obsession has a hold of them. Spirit, okay, thank you. I was going to ask to tell me a little bit more about Virgo and a little bit about soulmate. So we have the 8 of Cups. So either you are walking away or they are walking away. Okay, but somebody's walking away from this soulmate connection. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be soulmates. Doesn't mean that you won't have that soulmate connection. But there's definitely the love aspect is going to be removed from the table. Because it's too much pressure. It could be that the obsession is over you and you're seeing signs of this obsession, Virgo. It's black and white for you. Again, this could be your soulmate for some of you, telling you that they feel like you are obsessed with them. So please take this how it resonates. And sometimes when you are obsessed with something, you really don't realize that your obsession is a negative thing. You don't see it, you don't feel it, because you're just so obsessed over the object or person, your goal. You're obsessed over that goal. Yep, either you or your soulmate only see the good in this obsession. You feel like what's going on is we're celebrating. Now, again, this may not have to do with your relationship. For some of you, Virgo, it is. It is directly connected to your lover, who is your soulmate. And I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy. With being your soulmate. Okay. Strong desires for happiness is, there's love, but there is this obsession. Now, for some of you, it is not about your love relationship with your soulmate. It is about either your soulmate being obsessed with something, you knowing it, you seeing it, and trying to be there to be supportive of them. But you're finding it difficult to be. So there's definitely a couple of different types of obsessions going on here. So for the recent past, we're getting the Magician. So for the lovers in this reading, all the obsessive one feels is that no matter what they do, things are going to work out. They cannot see how overpowering their obsession is in this relationship. All they see is joy. And they think that you're happy. You're not communicating with them like you should either. Or maybe you are and they're not hearing you. That's even worse. Okay. So again, with the Pisces energy, your near future, definitely for the lovers, the Virgo and their soulmate, that I strongly feel is Pisces. You definitely do have a good potential future together, a good beginning. But things need to be stabilized. You see how he's standing on the ground, and it's yellow, it's warm, it's joyful. And you see the water, the waves behind them. They're calm, right? There's no choppiness. Either you or your soulmate lover, you're waiting for things to calm down with this obsession. And if that's the case, if you can make them see, or if they can make you see, or maybe if I can make you see, and Spirit can make you see through this reading, you can have all this joy, all this yellow, this warm, the sun color, or they can, but the obsessive behavior needs to stop. They're not the magician that they think they are. Now, for those that are not in a love relationship, but you have a strong connection with this soulmate, I feel that you, in the past, have tried everything that you can. You feel that you have pulled out all the cards to make them see that what they're doing is not a good thing, not only for them, but no one else has any interest in it, because it isn't a good thing. It's a self-destructive obsession. And I feel like with you getting the Page of Cups in the future, this could be them coming back to you where he's facing inwards. I feel like someone's coming in. And I feel like they're going to, because here you're walking away from this, again, you're not really severing the soulmate connection, but you're walking away from this obsession because you're letting them know, dude, you're trying to tell me here that what you're doing is a good thing for you, and it would be a good thing for me to do and others to do, and I'm not seeing it. It's not happening. And you have to walk away from that. And you, again, you've tried to pull out every card you could to show them how wrong they were. And the best thing that you can do or could do, if you've already done this, is walk away from them. You didn't necessarily, again, leave them high and dry. You took a break. And I feel like they're going to come back into you, and they're going to be like, listen, you were right, Virgo, because you know... Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you Virgo, who are being supportive of your soulmate connection, that, again, you're not lovers, but you're very strong friends, soulmates. You continue to be creative, or you have been. Your attitude is you have done anything and everything that you can. You've been very driven. You've been very happy, trying to show them that you don't, listen, you don't need whatever it is that they're obsessed over. You don't need that to be happy. You see how joyful I am, cloaked in yellow? You know, again, because that's your attitude. You are a joyful person. You are a loving person, Virgo. You care. You're very empathetic. And if your soulmate is, in fact, a Pisces, as I strongly feel the energy's coming from, the empathy is just off the charts because you're both feeling each other. You both have that connection. So with regard to the platonic soulmates, I think that's the easiest way to say it, don't you? The platonic soulmates, you are each other's yin and yang. You both see it that way. And I feel like eventually you are going to be victorious, Virgos. I feel like you stepping back, walking away from them is going to bring them to realization. They're going to realize that what they've been doing isn't right, and they're going to come back to you. So you're going to be victorious. For my love connection, yin and yang is definitely a major role in this. Your attitude, again, you are joyful, Virgos, and you do love your lover, your soulmate. You're Pisces, I think, I feel. Please let me know if I'm right. But you are joyful, and your attitude is trying to make them less obsessive. And if they can accomplish this, if they can be victorious with this endeavor, things may go well, right? A new beginning with love. Well, not a new beginnings. Well, yeah, the start of. The offer is already there. You're in the relationship. The High Priestess, okay. So, sticking with the lovers of this reading, I feel that your spirituality needs to play a major role in your communication with your lover's obsession. You can no longer keep it a secret. Okay, where the High Priestess is generally the keeper of secrets. Usually she stays alone because it's typically not good for her, the High Priestess, to be in a relationship, right? It's kind of like being the Hierophant. The Hierophant's not in a relationship. They just stay true to themselves. There's definitely a lot of moon energy. A lot of love. A lot of emotions. I feel with getting the Chariot and then the High Priestess for you lovers, you got the black and white here, the yin and the yang. Definitely spirituality is going to play a role in making your lover realize that their obsession is going to eventually sever your relationship, your lover aspect of your relationship. It may not necessarily sever your soulmate connection, right? Because that kind of is what it is. I feel like, yeah, spirituality definitely needs to play a major role. This person needs to meditate, needs to focus on something other than their current obsession with you. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about all of our Virgos? Give me some messages for them, no matter whether they're in a love relationship or just a very strong soulmate connection. Okay, so for our platonic Virgos, I feel like it's going to be a while before they accept what you have to say to them. But I do feel like they will eventually. For my Virgos who are in love, it is definitely going to take you some patience. I feel like this is you sitting here. You're looking at these cups. And this is your lover who has their obsessions and they're just going to keep coming back at you. And I think that that's going to be the way it is going to be for you for a little bit. So, my lovers, I would like to see if we can get a little bit more for you from In the Shadows. So, with the red shoes, the obsession, story ends with her having her feet cut off because that was the only way to end the dancing. It was the only way that she could have rest. We're getting "You did not break me." So I feel like no matter what you convey, Virgo, to your lover about their obsession, you're going to have a hard time with them, darlings. And this is what you're going to end up saying to them if they don't change. I am not coming back. That's what you're going to have to say to them. To get them to focus on something other than what they've been focused on. Lovers, you're going to have to do the same thing as the platonics. In the end, you're going to have to walk away. And if they come back, that's great. If they do not, then there you go. Well, if this resonated with you, my darling Virgos, I hope that everything works out for all of you, whether it's platonic or romantic. Please hit that like button for me. If you haven't already subbed, kindly do so. I would love to hear from any one of you and all of you. Kind comments only, please. Constructive criticism is certainly fine as well. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so very much for your continued support. Without you, my channel would not be growing. Until next reading, you all stay fabulous. Bye.